article written by David Rode, who used to write for the Philadelphia Inquirer. Essentially, what Rode mentions in his article is that Trump has won through Bill Barr. I mean, if you look at what happened with Comey, when Trump makes a suggestion, can you let this guy go? Of course, Comey didn't, but Comey was gone. And then after that, we saw what happened recently with Flynn. I mean, the man's convicted. He's a convicted liar. He perjured himself. But the Department of Justice, of course, undoes everything. And if you think about it, if you think about what Flynn did, I mean, because you have to remember, I mean, it was intelligence that picked up the communications. And then, of course, Flynn pops up on it. What he did would probably be a crime that meant you would be executed 60 years ago. I mean, at least during the Cold War, when I was a young kid, I mean, anybody who did something like that, I mean, you were done. You were absolutely done. And he should have been executed in those terms. And then now, Trump is going to appoint John Ratcliffe, Texas attorney, the guy who was trying to just make any attempt possible to ruin the Russia investigation hearings. But that guy, the head of intelligence. I mean, if you look at all the positions of the the main agencies, he's put lackeys in there. I mean, you all know this. He put stupid people in there, and it's the perfect thing for him. Put Andrew Wheeler in there. He's a coal guy. He can ruin the EPA. Scott Pruitt, ruin the EPA. Betsy DeVos, Department of Education. The key is, of course, they're loyal, and we all know that. But the scary part is what David Rode, I believe, is saying is that we have essentially a de facto coup, something that I've mentioned many times. And he's controlling the branches of government, aside from Congress, but even there they stonewall. He's got the Supreme Court. And if Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies, forget it. And I don't know that she's going to last before November. I had a gentleman's bet with Dave Price about that. I don't think she's going to make it. But that being said, it doesn't matter. They still have a 5-4 advantage. And I don't have any faith in John Roberts. So, again, you have the branches of government all taken care of. You've got essentially the military right now, I believe, will be on his side. I mean, why would it be any different? He's just going to replace those people with his people. So everybody who works in government is going to be overseen by some lackey who's going to let Trump get away with what he's doing. And again, you've got the consigliere there of Bill Barr to take care of any crimes that he has committed or will commit. He's going to protect everybody. And even in the levels of government, we're talking about state, local, county, those kind of things, there are, I'm sure, people who are going to acquiesce to the Trumpian philosophy and make it even harder. So, where am I going with this? I'm saying that as much as it's important to fight the fight, I mean, if you're going to lose a fight, you might as well take out a tooth. But despite the fact that we do have to fight this thing in November, I think that he has enough control that those cheats are going to work for him. Because if you look just empirically at the evidence, everything that we've experienced in the past 3 years, he's won. So why would it be any different? So you and I, you the viewer, we have to decide what we're going to do in the future. I mean, if this guy and this coup continues for another 4 years, that's it. You know we can't continue this way. Do we go to Canada? Canada can't take everybody. I wouldn't want to do it anyway, but I'd say I can't live like this. I think we have to secede each state, or maybe form regional powers and just say the hell with it. And it'll get ugly. But at some point, you have to understand that you do have to take out a tooth, at the very least. And I think Rode was just laying it flat out that he's won. We keep thinking that, we're going to pull this one out. History shows that a lot of people don't get pulled out of it. Ask a Russian. For the last 100 years, they pull it out. They get out of that crap. No, not even after Perestroika. So you're going to have to make a decision. I'm going to have to make a decision. Now, do you go to work when Trump puts pressure on the states and say, you're not getting any federal aid? Are you willing to sacrifice, no matter what age you are? This is a brave new world. And you're going to have to take out a tooth, apparently. See ya.